Hey y'all. So we're here with Love Plethora. We're gonna go deep and get real open about this right now. What happened? Oh, my sis is making me nervous. Shouts out to my sis again. Um, she's the artist, so she physically put my written work on here, and this is all her imagination as well. I think it's interesting to see other perspectives, and I just want to express mine, if nothing else, behind this novel. I'm gonna go through and just express them through the characters, so you get like a different analogist or analogy, I would say. Analogy from an analogist. So like if we're talking about Leisha, I had no idea how she would look physically, but my sister's analogy behind it was to put like some blonde hair on her, and I just found that very interesting because these hairstyles is just modern in itself, and it's a moment to capture not only my energy but a time. Like literally, I saw a girl, and I find it so interesting. She had the same hair color and the same skin tone as Fat Pat. So when I saw that, it kind of was like interesting to me. Like, wow, I'm actually manifesting these things in reality. Like people actually look like this, but it's not to judge at all. It's just also to show how authentic and how raw I am and how raw my novel is. So we're gonna go through and probably just explain the names and their nicknames, because I call her Fat Pat, and it's not to disrespect anyone of any type of weight group, but I think that that's just a statement in itself. So you can actually dive into their energy by what people call them. Like I go by Jazzy Feels. Like on my novel, I simply have Jazzy Feels. You don't see a picture of me. You don't have a name. You have my website though, and through my website you can find everything about me pretty much. And I have New Earth also, so shouts out to the tribe on the back. My website is jazzyfeels.com, and then we talking some New Earth 5D Ascension, and I could explain that because I feel like my novel is just a new age novel. I wrote it within my energy, which I always come back around to because I'm the vessel to express this message, but the message overall is just love. That's why I call my novel Love Plethora. Plethora is abundance, so love and abundance is what the concept and the objective behind this novel really is. So I have a slang 101, which is pretty much like a little dictionary for some of the terminologies that we use down here in Miami. And I wrote it like, if you really, really get into it, I hope that you guys can see it, but if not, that means you have to buy the physical copy or buy an ebook. But it's a skit format, and I think it made it an easy read, but it also made it easier to connect to the characters for who they are, and also to connect to the circumstance, like see it from a bigger picture rather than try to take on just one perspective at a time. It's a lot going on, but everything comes together, and that's the biggest picture that I want to depict as well. So we have Alicia. Her name is Alicia, but she goes by Alicia. We have Ronald. He goes by Renzo. We have Patrice. She goes by Fat Pat. And honestly, I don't think that's something to be on any type of disclamatory or any type of like, I ain't trying to throw no shade or nothing like that. Like, that's the biggest thing, because I'm skinny, I feel like I have to express that. It's just another aspect of the same constructs, meaning like we go through the same things because we're not necessarily the norm, but it's a different perspective of it. So we're gonna go with Jessica. We call her Jess, and this is Mo, aka Mo. So Monica, aka Mo. I'm so used to just calling her Mo and Jess. But I'm definitely particular about Patrice and Fat Pat. Like, even when I write Fat Pat, and y'all will learn as I break down, because Leisha's novel is already done, and within Leisha's novel, I'm going to express her perspective primarily, and you also see, like, what comes after this novel. But y'all look out for that. But the reason of me saying that is, like, when I would say a nickname, that's the most authentic label for them. So like, if Alicia's explaining her situation, that's not as real as it would be if I said Alicia. and you'll notice that in the new novels, because like Leisha is where it's like me and the character combined. Me, I add my own little perspective in this novel as well, but my reasoning for doing that is to give a bigger outlook to it. You know what I'm saying? Tie it all together, because it's like everybody living their own life, but who's the one that's narrating this circumstance? And I still gave myself that power, but I don't want to take over the novel. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say. So with that, I want to give a shout out to everyone that's helped me manifest this novel. Miss Teresa Branch, is so funny how she came into my life, because she was actually a teacher at my school that I graduated from in high school. And I never really, I mean, I noted her. A lot of people that I've associated with were aware of who she was, but I just wasn't familiar with her. I never had a class with her, and that was just, it was just funny, but it was divine. But she was my editor, so she helped me with the formatting of it, with the script, to make it more notable to readers, like from the point of view of just reading. All right. And I want to give a shout out to my sis, of course, Livy, because she came up with the physical imagery for this. I want to give a shout out to Eli Blyden. I want to definitely pronounce their names right, but y'all get at the novel, y'all get at me. Eli helped me format the display of this novel, so to help it look as organic as a published novel would be, this is what he helped me do. He also helped me cultivate the ebooks, which I have available on my website jazzyfields.com for like $5.35. So if you don't want to buy the physical copy, which is $15, you can definitely get $5.35 on Amazon. I'm going to release this some more places, like in libraries, for people that don't want to necessarily have an ebook and still don't necessarily want to pay $15. I will have them available in libraries, but I will hope that everyone that does get in touch with those, y'all just value them like you paid for them, because this right here is magic, and I give thanks to the Most High for that. So Renzo, he's a statement piece. That's why you see he's glowing. I think he's so interesting. He's the second novel that I want to go out with, and I just want to just take it to a place where we can see all their perspectives and be like, oh, that makes sense. Because once you've acknowledged that, you know what love plethora is. That's unconditional love, and that's true understanding. And I believe that overall, that's what we need to be resonating with. So I see there's a lot of things conflicting with what our purpose should be at this moment, and I don't think that's a coincidence. So I just gotta push love and know that this balance is gonna come, and it's all love. So y'all support, regardless. I'm gonna keep pushing, and we're gonna find a way and get through this thing, and it's all peace and love. Shouts out to Love Tour shit.